Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Anastasia Finds. I'm a stylist and a luxury personal shopper for many years now. I have some experience in the fashion industry and previously worked in retail. And today I want to talk about shirts, women's shirts that can be worn during the day, during the night. Some of the men's style shirts or women's style shirts, what's different about them, and what ideally you would want to look at when picking a perfect shirt. My style is modern, slightly feminine, but not too much, elegant, and I try to also pick items that are timeless, but I noticed through my experience that trends, they still change over the years. So every maybe 3 to 5 years, major trends change. Well, like some time ago everyone was wearing like very loose fitting shirts. Now I think it's moving towards being more feminine again, and I can see that in the next few years we're gonna see a lot more button-ups, polo shirts, something that was really trending in like 2010s, the time that I really remember well because I was already like dressing myself back then. So this is something that keep in mind. You can't really like invest in a shirt that will really last you a lifetime. At some points it might go out of style, but it might return again. This shirt that I'm wearing at the moment, it's a shirt from Bosch and it has a feminine cut. It's much wider on between your arms, and it fits like really comfortably, but it also is not too long. As you can tell, it's slightly tucked at the moment, but you can also like wear it without tucking. This way you look feminine. You don't look like you borrowed your husband's or boyfriend's shirt. Also, like the sleeves, they're slightly smaller, slightly cropped, and they're already made in this like perfect shape that you would struggle really to recreate with anything else. If you would take a men's shirt, maybe you would have to do like double cuffing on the sleeves to make sure it works. Something to look at your shirt when you're shopping. Look at the neckline. Of course, neckline is most important. The size of the color, how long are these labels. Some people look best with like very pointed labels. Some people look really good with a rounded neckline and labels. I believe that something with a bit of like open neckline is really flattering for everybody, and because it just makes your face like stand out a lot more. So you have to really think about your body and yourself as a beautiful person, and in general, like, and where do you want to cover yourself and what do you want to keep open. So something that's keeping your wrists open, or sometimes some ladies would even want to show a bit more, works well. Somebody like me would like to create a bit more volume in this area because I'm quite slim, but it might not work for everybody. I also do still like the shirts that are more fitted. Also, you want to think about the material of the shirt. This material is cotton and it's quite thick. It's like a poplin kind of cotton. I noticed that if you steal like a men's shirt, sometimes it is made of the material that it's much finer, and men's body is very different from female body. It's like more flat on the chest, and to be honest, I tried it like many times with my husband's shirts. It never really worked for me. It might work for you, like everybody is different, so you have to keep trying. Also, it's nice when everything like done very well. As you can tell on a woman's shirt, the detailing on the seam is much smaller as well. On some of the men's shirts it could be a bit bigger, and it doesn't always like work for you to look more elegant and more feminine. Secondly, you also want to think about how much you can care about your shirts. If you're ready to commit and have them dry cleaned, if you're working in a corporate environment in an office and you need to look really polished and you invest in great quality shirts, you would probably want to always like send them to the dry cleaners. You don't want to wash them because they're not gonna last you so long. That's something that we do with my husband and it always works. For me personally, I like to pick fabrics that like more like softer, and it could be washed at home in the machine. So recently I discovered these synthetic polyester shirts from H&M that work surprisingly very well. They might just not work for the very hot summer because they don't give you your skin breathe so much, but otherwise they look excellent, and they wash really well, really practical, and you don't need to think about ironing. So this is the shirt that I'm wearing. It's size 38, so slightly bigger. It has a v-neck, it has small lapels, see-through. Also something that you need to know about, like your body type or like your complexion. Some people look really good in materials that are a bit thicker, more dense, or have more texture. Some people look best in a texture that is a little bit like more transparent, see-through, and I noticed that for me it has to be either like slightly see-through, so you can see it, like the definition of my body slightly. If you're worried about it being showing too much skin, you can totally like wear something underneath, like a silk slip or silky shirt, or just like a basic tank top. Also, some people look really good in textured materials. That's why I really love these soft cottons that are usually made really well by brands like Abercrombie & Fitch, Hollister and Ralph Lauren. Right now I'm wearing this blue cotton, very soft shirt by Polo Ralph Lauren. It's one of those styles that work really well for me because they're quite fitted but not too much, and they have enough texture. Also, you want to think about your colors. Usually some people look best in like very optical whites or very dense colors or very bright colors. For some others, more muted colors or like white with texture, white on a cream side works much better. Figure out what works for you by analyzing your current wardrobe and think about like which items you reach out most, and what you wear often, and see which items you really struggle with. I remember I always had one t-shirt. I had a few white t-shirts, and one of them was a little bit vintagey. It was like very soft and it had really nice neckline, and I loved that one. And I had another one that had a more sleek structure and a higher neckline, and although like it was really good quality, I never wore it, and now I understand why, because it's just the material or the cut wasn't working very well for me. This is another shirt that I was loving by H&M. I picked it up in fall winter, but they keep repeating this style. Sometimes they would have a gold button, sometimes they would not, but it's just a very, very lovely material, and I had it for such a long time now, and I washed it and it really stays in a great condition. If you're interested in more premium shirts, some brands that I would really recommend Equipment. They do really nice silky shirts in like very good quality silks. You can find them at the Net-a-Porter or Harvey Nichols. Some other brands that are really niche and they do really nice shirts. One of the ladies in New York, MISHA NONOO, she has, I think, the most perfect cut of the shirt. It's called the husband shirt, and they also do like little initials on it. So you will need to think about, as I said, the material, the cut, the color, the size of the lapels, the shape of the labels that looks best on you, and of course about the colors. I hope this was useful. Thank you for watching this. I'm gonna have a lot more videos like this on my channel. Please subscribe and check out my Instagram for style inspiration. Happy styling. See you in my next one.